All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're taking a look at something that could seriously change the game for fitness professionals, the IFBB Nordic Academy's Master Coach program. And it all kicks off with one very, very important question. I want you to really think about this for a second. Seriously. Because for so many coaches out there, the passion is real. But the day-to-day grind, it feels less like you're building a lasting legacy and more like you're on a highway straight to exhaustion. You've got the passion, but maybe not the system. So where does that road actually end?
This quote, man, it just hits hard, doesn't it? It's not just about getting tired. It's about becoming irrelevant in an industry that changes at lightning speed. What made you a star 5 years ago is just the baseline today. The reality is, if you're standing still in this field, you're actually falling behind. So, let's unpack that. Let's dig into the modern coaching challenge. This isn't about being bad at your job or not knowing about sets and reps, no. It's about the pure chaos that so many talented coaches are drowning in every single day.
Does any of this sound familiar? You're winging it without a real solid framework. You're constantly putting out fires, just reacting to problems instead of proactively building systems. You're working all hours because you haven't set boundaries, and it's leading straight to burnout. And to top it all off, technology is completely rewriting the rulebook, and it feels impossible to keep up. It's a perfect storm.
Okay, so what's the way out? Well, it's a huge shift in how you think about your role. It's about moving beyond just sets and reps. The absolute best coaches aren't just exercise experts. They are masters of teaching. They get the science of how people actually learn and make changes that stick.
And this slide just nails the difference. You've got the director, the old school way. They just shout commands, give you the what, and expect you to memorize it. But the master coach, they're a facilitator. They guide the client to discover the answers for themselves. They teach the why behind every what, building a deep, adaptable understanding that lasts a lifetime. And this isn't just a random idea. It's based on a powerful learning theory called constructivism. And it's pretty simple, really. Your clients are not empty buckets that you just pour information into. They are active architects, building their own knowledge. Your job is to create the environment and provide the blueprint so they can build it right.
And that brings us to the bottom line. It's not just about what you know. I mean, your expertise in hypertrophy is crucial, but it's totally useless if you can't get that knowledge from your brain into your client's life effectively. Your ability to teach is the ultimate game changer.
Okay, so we've talked philosophy. Now let's get into the hard evidence. Because the Master Coach program isn't built on feelings, it's built on a rock-solid foundation of science. It's about swapping guesswork for absolute precision to get your clients results they can't get anywhere else. For instance, here's a question I bet you've debated before. Does it really matter which exercise you pick to hit a specific part of a muscle? You know, like choosing between a leg press and a leg extension for quads. The science says, oh yeah, it absolutely matters. Let's just look at the data right here. A 2024 study showed that a single joint exercise like the leg extension is way better for growing the rectus femoris. That's that big muscle running right down the front of your thigh. But a multi-joint move like the leg press, it was much, much better for hitting the vastus lateralis, the muscle that gives you that outer quad sweep. This isn't bro science. This is data that lets you program like a surgeon. And this evidence-based approach makes you more efficient too. Let's talk about supersets. We all have clients who are strapped for time, right? Well, research shows that as long as the total volume is the same, supersets can give you similar muscle and strength gains in about half the time. That's a huge win. You're giving the client exactly what they want, an efficient workout, without sacrificing the results they need. And it just keeps going. You'll master the real science behind rest periods and why that old 60-second rule is often just wrong. You'll learn how to use training to failure as a strategic tool, not a blunt instrument you use every session. You'll understand the real drivers of muscle growth and, crucially, how to spot and eliminate junk volume, that more is better trap that's killing your client's progress. Now, knowing the science is one thing, but building a business that will actually last is a whole other beast. And this is where the Master Coach program gives you an edge that almost no one else is teaching. We're talking about leveraging technology. And listen, forget just using AI to write a few social media captions. We're talking about a total business transformation.
You'll learn to use it for deep market research to see what your competition is doing in minutes. You'll use it to create amazing content to map out your entire client process from start to finish. And the final step, the big one, you'll learn to productize your expertise, to create and launch your own courses and even build your own mobile apps.
Think about the money for a second. A decent coaching app subscription can easily cost you 2,000 euros a year every year. This program teaches you how to build your own app, even if you have zero coding experience. You stop renting the tools and you start owning the tools. That is a massive, massive shift for your business. So you see, this is so much more than just another weekend certification. This is about your evolution. This is about you stepping up and becoming a true leader in this industry. I mean, just look at this transformation. You go from just being an instructor to an influential teacher, from relying on guesswork to being a trusted, evidence-based practitioner. You go from feeling overwhelmed and chaotic to being a calm, efficient, and resilient business owner. This is the real difference between just having a job and building a world-class career. And that leads to this beautiful paradox of great coaching. Your ultimate goal is to make yourself useless, to empower your clients so profoundly with such a deep understanding of the principles that one day they don't need you anymore. They've graduated. That is the mark of a true master coach.
So if you're ready to make that leap, if you're ready to build a coaching career that is resilient, respected, and truly world-class, then enrollment for the next Master Coach program, which starts in November 2025, is officially open.
I'll leave you with one final thought to chew on. This industry is evolving fast. Your client's success depends entirely on your evolution. Their results are a direct reflection of your growth. So, what's your next move?